Now, outsourcing something as important as your warehousing, picking, packing and delivery of your goods requires careful deliberation. It's not a decision to be taken lightly. Now at TFP, we see a huge variety of customers with a wide variety of different 3PL needs. It's also true that there are many other companies competing for that business. So this is our list, our top 3 things not to focus on when selecting a 3PL vendor. If you read a lot of the marketing materials for big 3PL providers, you'll be forgiven for thinking that technology is the single most important thing. It's all about the seamless integration with multiple sales channels and those super slick processes that eliminate all picking errors. Now here's the truth, all of that's just a given these days. The price of technology and integrated systems has come down dramatically, and now having a warehouse management system that integrates with everything is a bit like having a roof on your warehouse. It's just something that everyone has, and shouting about it and making a big song and dance about how great your technology is as if it's some kind of selling point is a bit like harping on about how your warehouse has a roof that keeps the rain out. It's just a given. Now, many 3PL providers make a big show of being big. Size gives comfort for a number of reasons. The provider will be able to cope with any expansion you may have. They're unlikely to go bust on you. But both of those comforts are in fact myths. Big companies may not be able to cope with your expansion. Sure, they'll have the raw capacity, but expansion is not just about physical space and more picking and packing people. Expansion can mean different markets, different customers, and different products. Having a smaller company that actually takes the time to understand the complexities of your expanding business can be far more valuable than having one with vast acres of warehouse or hundreds of staff. And also, big companies do go bust. Size is no guarantee of continued operation, and it's certainly no guarantee of quality. At the time of writing, one of the largest 3PL providers in the UK had recently gone into administration with massive losses. Whether they'll survive this is anyone's guess, but the point is that a huge player is no guarantee of stability. There are plenty of much smaller players out there who've been operating away for many, many years quietly and stably. The cost per pick or the cost per meter cubed of storage is not actually that important when considering a 3PL provider. Now that might sound a bit mad, but as long as the price is reasonable, which it almost certainly will be in a competitive market, then it's probably best to completely ignore this factor until the very final negotiations. So why is that the case? Because price is the only differentiating factor if the service runs smoothly all the time. When two 3PL providers deliver the exact same perfect service, then it's only price that differentiates them from each other. In the mythical utopia of a completely problem-free world, then price is the only thing that makes a difference. But back in reality, where problems occur and things go wrong, however, price should not be the primary concern. What you want to know is how well your provider will cope with problems, with mess-ups, with errors, and all the other random disruptive nonsense life throws at your business. That is when your 3PL provider provides real value. There's one exception to this, and that is if you're selling very high volumes of low margin, low cost products. Then and only then should cost per pick and other financial metrics be the primary concern. Apart from that, as long as the prices are vaguely sensible and competitive, then it's wise to focus on the other elements of the service. So what is important? If these three things aren't that important, what is important? That very much depends on what type of business you are. All businesses are different. What is right and important for one will be different for another. You'll need to decide what it is that makes your 3PL relationship work for your business. Now the key word there is relationship, because that is what you want, an ongoing, mutually beneficial relationship. Now we at TFP, we carve out our niche by structuring our business so that we have very accountable, very available people to talk to our customers. If your business needs a relationship where you can pick up the phone, speak to someone who knows your account, who works on your account all the time, and who can immediately make double sure that that urgent order needs to go out for that difficult customer, then this is what we offer. Other 3PL providers will have other differentiating factors that may be more important to your business context. Your needs will vary, but when you think about it, they probably won't really be any of the three things we've just talked about.